Welcome to the Holly Area Community Show. I'm your host, Jody, and I'm here at Holly Elementary with Shar Meyer. And we're here to talk about a very special organization during a very special year, and that's the Girl Scouts. So welcome to the show, Shar. Let's first talk about the Holly Girl Scouts that you've been a part of, I understand, for several years?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, and so currently about how many girls from Holly are participating in the Girl Scout program?
Currently we have 18 girls, and that consists of 4 troops. We have 2 Brownie troops and 2 junior troops.
I was a leader once for the Brownies, and it was so much fun. Now that was when my daughter was young and an elementary student. Is it just for elementary girls, or do you have high school girls as well?
No, actually, there are programs for girls all the way from kindergarten through the senior year.
Okay, so it extends, and in terms of Holly girls, are there currently some high school girls in the program?
No, currently we just have 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Okay, well great. So in terms of Girl Scouts in Holly, how long have the Girl Scouts been a part of the Holly community?
Actually, I'm not originally from Holly, so I'm not quite sure on the history, but I do know that from 1985 there was, or has been, a Girl Scout troop from that year.
I think before that there was maybe something called Bluebirds or something, but I know that the program has had a lot of vitality, and there have been some very good leaders over the years and some pretty amazing girls coming out of the program.
Yeah.
And that's got to be fun for you as a leader.
Yes, it is very fun. Yep.
So what do you like most about being a Girl Scout leader?
I think what I like most is the girls, being around them, and just when you think that you're teaching them something, they turn around and they've taught me. So I just have so many fun events and badges and patches and stuff that we've earned, and it's just been a great joy to be with the girls.
And you, I understand, have a daughter in the program currently now?
I do.
Good,
yeah.
Because we're talking to her. I'm glad that that's the truth, because we'll be talking to a couple of those Girl Scouts shortly. But first of all, we've got some cookies sitting in front of us. Mm-hmm. I know that they're world famous for their cookies, and I have my personal favorites, and that's the Caramel Delights and the Thin Mints. I haven't gotten any this year, but I understand there's the cookie sales going on now. Is that true?
Yes, yep. Cookie sales are going on all the way through March 24th, and we'll actually be at Tony's Super Value on Saturdays, the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th.
The 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th, so
yep.
You can just buy them right there at the store.
Yep, exactly. And we do have the 8 different kinds of cookies, and the world famous, of course, is the Thin Mints. But if you want to try something different, try the Thanks-A-Lots.
The Thanks-A-Lots?
The Thanks-A-Lots. They make awesome s'mores.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so you stick a marshmallow in them or something and toast them? Or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, well, I'm going to have to try that. I mentioned before, this is a very special year.
Yes.
And I read this in the paper. It's your 100-year anniversary of the Girl Scout program, correct?
That's correct.
So does the Holly troops, do they have any special events that are going to take place or take part of?
Yes, actually, we've been busy planning an open house celebration that is March 11th, and March 11th is actually Girl Scout Sunday. Okay. And so we'll be having that at Holly Lutheran Church in the Fellowship Hall. Open houses from 2 to 4, and we'll have a program at 2:30. And the Girl Scout troops that are currently will be having a program, singing songs and skits and that kind of stuff during that time. And so we're just hoping that past leaders and Girl Scouts and the present ones can come and join us for that time.
I know that there's some excited people. I actually got my invitation in the mail, and I'm very excited about it because I have so many warm memories about being a leader from back then. And just like you're saying, I learned so much from the girls. Kids, you get the sense that the world is going to be in really good hands someday when you get to know some of these girls and watch their development.
Yes.
So thank you so much for all you do for the girls in our community and the country at large, because the Girl Scout program is 100 years old, and we're going to talk to a couple of Girl Scouts. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. And we're back, and we're with 2 Girl Scouts from the Holly Girl Scouts. And what's your name?
Tasha Meyer.
And?
Kylie Jacobson.
Well, and welcome to the show. It's so nice to meet you. I see that you've got lots of patches and I'm sure lots of stories to tell. But first of all, how many years have you been in the Girl Scouts?
6 years.
6 years?
And 6 years.
6 years. So you're in the same class, or you started at the same time. So, as I said before, I was a leader, and I remember all these things that these patches mean. So what does it take to earn a patch? Is it that you do an activity, or how does that work?
Well, I think it's the importance of helping out your community.
So in helping your community, that's how you earn these patches?
Mm-hmm.
And usually, do you get help from friends or your family or leaders, or how does that work?
You could get help from your whole community.
From your whole community. Because Girl Scouts is a community thing. I know at Reach, where I work, the Girl Scouts have done food drives.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do lots to help. And so, Kylie, is there anything that you've done in Girl Scouts that was interesting, anything to do with earning a patch?
We went to the aerospace in Grand Forks, and we got to do a simulator with a plane, and we got to fly it by ourselves. And
So you actually flew a real plane?
no, it was like
As a
simulator.
It was pretend. So
Yeah.
what was that like?
it was kind of funny when you hit stuff.
Oh, you would simulate crashing into things, you mean? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, how fun. And so you earned a patch for that.
Yep.
And I bet that was an experience that a lot of kids your age weren't able to do.
Probably.
Yeah. So how about you? Anything kind of funny or fun and interesting happen during any of your events?
Outside our school, we have a Prairie Nature Center, and one time we were like hiking there, and some people saw a snake, and we freaked out.
Oh my, I've seen snakes there. Yeah, and I'm usually the one freaking out. So what happened? Did they cry, or what happened?
It was a gardener snake, and they just started to like back up and run away.
Oh yeah, so did they still get to earn a patch or anything, or
Yeah,
they
we
did?
still earned a patch.
Oh good, yeah. Well, it takes a lot of courage for some people. Yeah, there are a lot of snakes in the Prairie Nature Center. Some people love them, some people not so much. So in Girl Scouts, what would you say is your favorite thing?
Probably getting time to spend with my friends and stuff.
So a lot of your friends are in it. And how often do you get together?
We get, every 2 weeks about.
Every 2 weeks you have a meeting or an event or something like that?
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, okay. And so how long do you plan on staying in Girl Scouts?
Probably, if I could, staying it till like college.
Oh, yeah, so you can be in Girl Scouts even when you get toward college, huh? Wonderful. And so as far as the celebration, have you taken part of this planning the celebration, or have you started practicing for it?
The leaders have been planning it out, and we have been learning some songs that are really funny.
Really funny. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. And we've got cookies here in front of us, so I'm sure you want to remind everyone, if they want cookies, to go to Tony's store, correct? And otherwise, if you know a Girl Scout, let them know. I know I plan to get the Caramel Delights and then the lemon ones for my daughter. So thank you very much for coming to the show and for all that you do for the community. Until next time.